Carbohydrates. Okay. Carbohydrates are organic molecules made up of the elements hydrogen, carbon, and oxygen. The hydrogen oxygen atoms will always be in 2:1 ratio. Will always be in 2:1 ratio. All right. Carbohydrates. For example, if you find one of them, the simplest of the carbohydrates is glucose. Glucose is what? C6H12O6. You will see that no matter how big a carbohydrate is, C12H22O11, the ratio will always be what? 2:1. 2:1. Understand? You're talking about carbon and hydrogen and oxygen ratio. Here, this also brings us to an understanding what does organic molecule mean. What does organic means? Organic means a substance or a compound slash compound made from carbon and hydrogen as the main component, which is also known as carbon hydrogen backbone. Organic compounds are generally compounds that are an example for those organic compounds are what? Carbs, which means carbohydrates, lipids, proteins. Like C6H12O6. The main component of the carbon of the carbohydrate of the glucose is actually what? Carbon and hydrogen. In contrast to that, we have inorganic substances that don't have carbon, hydrogen as major components. Example would be water, carbon dioxide, oxygen, right? Making sense? Do not contain carbon, hydrogen as their major component, as their major backbone.